Hi, Aaliyah. I know you couldn't come to your lesson today, but I think that you're coming next week before you go on your cruise. So I hope to hear all about your Christmas or your winter break before you leave for the cruise. And I hope you've been having a good break, and I hope you had a good New Year's. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do a little bit of both piano and voice today. So we're going to get right to it. So for piano, I wanted us to work on, because we got chords down pretty well. We know how to do those. So I wanted us to work on a full scale going up and down. So we're going to talk about the fingering for a scale. So for a full scale from C to C, or C to C, we're going to be using just one hand at a time. So the one thing that we need to talk about for a scale going up one octave is the fingering. So let's start with the right hand. We're going to start on middle C. Middle C is right here. So for this scale, we have a special fingering. So it's going to be finger 1, finger 2, finger 3. Then finger 1 is going to cross underneath finger 3, and then you're just going to play a 5-finger scale. And that's going up. So I'll show you what I did there. So I'm starting on middle C, right here. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, cross under. My finger 1's crossing under. And then I just play a 5-finger scale here. Okay, so try that with me. 2, 3, cross under. Good. So then coming down, we're going to start with our pinky, and we're going to come down. So the same pattern that we did coming up, we're going to come down. So we do a 5-finger scale all the way down. Then we cross finger 3 over top. So one more time, it looks like this. Just like that. So our left hand, so middle C's up here, this is where my right hand started here. Left hand's going to start on C down here. So with the left hand it's a little different. We do a 5-finger scale first, and then we do with crossover. So we start here, 3, 2, 1, then I cross my finger 3 over, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'll show you one more time. 3, 2, 1. Coming down, same thing. We cross under on the way down and go down. So we start here, finger 1 on middle C, 2, 3, cross under. So again, you don't have to lift your hand up like I did. I just did that so you could see what my hand was doing. So we go 1, 2, 3, cross under. So eventually I want you to get to the point where you can play it up and down with ease and keeping it nice and steady. Nice and steady is the key. So instead of, playing it a little bit slower, then fast, then slow, I don't want that. I want it nice and even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I'm counting like a dancer. But yes, that's what I want. So I want you to try going up. And the key to this one is to remember when that crosses over, we still got to keep it even when our finger's crossing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing with our left hand. Keep it nice and even. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So you can pause the video. You can practice those just by yourself or by themselves, one hand at a time. Then once you feel comfortable with that, I want you to try playing both hands together. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to play because I can't tilt my camera and play at the same time. So I'm going to go up the scale, and I'm going to tell you which hand is crossing where. So it's always going to be our finger 3s. That are the ones that are going to be either crossed over, or the finger 3 is going to do the crossing. So I'm going to start up the scale. My right hand's crossing. Now my left hand's crossing. My left hand's crossing. Now my right hand's crossing. Okay, so I'm going to say right hand cross, left hand cross. That'll let you know which hand is crossing where. Right hand, left hand. Left hand, right hand. It's always on that finger 3. Okay, so that'll be it for the piano bit. And just keep working on the songs in your book, and keep working on those scales. So for singing, what I would like us to do is just a little bit of what I call pitch matching, and I know you're pretty good at pitch matching already. So we're going to kind of build on pitch matching, and we're going to try to sing notes that we hear without the help of the piano. So it's kind of getting our muscles used to singing at certain pitches, because remember, when we sing, our muscles stretch. So if this is our voice, if we chopped off our head and we look down, we would see that our voice kind of looks like this. So it's 2 muscles, they're big muscles, they go like this. And when we sing, they do a wave like that, except it's really, really fast, it's hard to see. When we breathe, looks like that. So when we sing higher or lower, think of an elastic. When you stretch an elastic and you pluck it, it gets higher, higher, higher. It goes dong, 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 dong. Same thing with our voice. It stretches to get higher, and it gets lowered, or when it comes down, it gets lower. And it's the stretching of the muscles that kind of. That's a very general explanation. I can explain it better, I'm sure. So basically what we want us to do is we want our muscles and our voices to get used to singing certain pitches, so that it can have a kind of muscle memory. So we're not kind of all over the place whenever we try to sing without a piano. So, long-winded explanation, what does that mean? So, the exercise that we're going to do, we're going to start, let's start down here. So we're going to sing it on, let's sing it on V. V, 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 V. So we're going to go up and down like that. And I want you to connect the notes. So I don't want V, 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 V. I don't want that yet. We're going to get to that, but I want them to be all connected. So even if you can slide between the notes, that would be awesome. So going V, 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 V. Okay, so let's try that together. V, 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 V. Good, let's move up. V, V, keep going. We'll stop there. You can pause it, rewind, and do it a bunch of times with the piano here. So the second one we're going to do, we're actually going to start from the top. And the point is to get lots of air going so we can hit that high note, because we're going from our high to our low voice. So we're starting up here, and we're going to sing one note, we're going to stop the sound, then we're going to go down to the next one and try to hit the pitch right on the nose. You know, we're going to try not to waver. We're going to try not to do, here's what we don't want to do. V, V. There it is. We don't want to do that little waver. So try your best to hit that note if you can. I'm going to play piano and help you. So we're going to start up top. We're going to go V, 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 V. Someone else is doing a video lesson too. So We're gonna start up high on V, okay? Lots of air. I want that note. Don't shy away from it. I know you can sing it, okay? Up there. V, 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 V. Keep going. Last one. Good. And when you get a chance, if you do those a bunch of times, just those four, and when you feel comfortable with that, I want you to try singing it by yourself without my piano helping you. So start on that one, starting up high. Try singing it on your own. V, 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 and see if you can match what I play on the piano without actually hearing it. That's a little bit tougher, but I think you can do it. So I think that'll be it for today, and I hope to see you next week. And have a good trip if I don't see you before then. Happy practicing.